Hi, and thank you for joining me once again, Geminis. We'll go straight into the reading for the week ahead. I'm going to divert you to the bottom left side there. You can see that you've got the struggle card there. So again, a little few battles coming off in this coming week. Battles that will we can say sometimes there can be little things, but we can blow them up a little bit. So you've got some things to think about in this coming week regarding struggling along here. So we're battling away, and you're going to keep doing that because it's not long before you start to lift up away from that. So although you're not charging in anything on going and getting fist-to-fist battles here, it's just about you're battling with ideas and you're battling certain things around you as well, because although I feel like it could be a struggle in a lot of directions for you, controlling things in your mind and battling with them ideas and sorting those out down here. So you've got all things up in the air in the coming week. But I do want to again take your attention to the major card we've pulled for you there, which relates to judgment. Now that's visiting past, so you could be struggling again with things from your past, and you want the answers to things that you've you'd like to put to rest, because that's a card of rising up from situations. But also it's uncertainty and a time to not drag the past and incorporate that into his future. So let's lift up above that and keep finding that happiness and moving you forward and putting that past behind us, and a sense of feeling, well, I've achieved it now. I don't have to keep carrying it around. I'm finding inner peace and situations that I don't need to keep battling with anymore. So you're facing a few challenges, but again, it's making them final decisions that's really difficult, and you might be finding that the card there is lifting you up to help you make them decisions. Now we do have the card of the Naught, which is the new journeys. So it's final decisions, but new journeys arising. Now that's all my troubles. I keep kind of feeling like I want to be carefree here and go forward with no worries or situations around. But sometimes it's a bit of a risk taker, is that. But it is about ending things and beginning of new. So we're starting on our new journey, and we're very proud. We can see that on the card there, and carefree and want to go forward without any problems. So enjoy this time after you struggled along, to have that little time and peace for yourself. You're growing new seeds and setting new plans there, and you've got to be patient for them to grow and nurture, because sometimes things are not growing as fast as on and moving as fast as you like them to do, and you can't rise up until things are ready to do so. And you've got a little bit of helping hand coming in this direction. So although you can, Gemini, get easily bored, and you don't look up and see what's around you sometimes, because you kind of plant things there and you don't look, and you have a few battles going off, but there's always something new and fresh to look at. There's always something new upon your path if you take a look there. So there's going to be a little bit of new things coming in and things on offer, but we'll have to look what's on offer in order to be able to move forward. So we're struggling with a little bit of boredom. We're wanting to lift up away from it. But then, as I said, we have to look in another direction, which we can see as the Fool comes in there. The page is bringing you a lot of news. So again, I feel like, I want to be careful, but it's a confidence we have to have with you. And I feel like you are confident, Geminis, in this coming week. You know that you can show you what our skills that you've got there, and you can also be in control of situations that will arise above you, because you will go up and down anyway. It's like, well, I'm getting through here now, obviously this is another battle, but you all seem to struggle along, but you come through all right at the end. I feel like you've got the Queen of Cups there for a reason. She's quite emotional at times. So some of you Geminis in the coming week are going to feel a little bit, a little bit like you want some attention as well, because that Queen, because she carries a lot of emotion with her as being the corpse. She's also looking at this reading, is that she wants to have a little bit of attention, so she wants some love and around her as well. So a bit of spoiling you need, a little bit of time for somebody to pamper you there a little bit. Watch for choices to be made, but plenty of them. And sometimes making this choice, and this is why we've got the battle, I think, at the beginning, because you've got to rise up again over situations, but you've got to make some sensible choices as well. So take your time to do that, because sometimes it's very hard to make a decision and looking into things when you're not quite sure what you want. So it's about a few choices to look, but remember, you set your seeds and you've got your ideas and you need a little bit of helping hand, but also you've got to understand that choices can be difficult and you've got to look and pick out what you want. You don't have to have everything. Just go for the good things and leave the rest behind. Try to make your choice easier than you're doing, because it's like wanting to look for everything, and that decision then can become quite difficult. Work-wise, you are looking up that ladder. It's taking you a little bit. That's why the good news is coming with the Page of Swords. But also where the wand is, it's like taking you up a step. So where work is, you're going to see your skills go in there in a different direction. But also, even if it's the same work that you do, you're going to be recognised for it, and you can find that the direction will take you a little bit higher. So there could be a new post coming in there for you. Now, although you've worked very, very hard, as I can see, there's the King of Wands is there. You've actually reached heights with the Resurrection card there. You're reaching up, but you've also got the feeling, to me, is that, you know, the kings, they can be great, they're good workers, they're very powerful as the King of Wands, but he also likes to, he'll burn the midnight oil if he has to. He'll work hard to create where you are. So you've got that creativity and that skill about you, and you'll work to get where you are. But you've got to remember that it'll cost you if you put too many hours in. You've got to kind of get your rest as well. So although you're working hard and achieving, you are a leader, not a follower. So people lead you, and you are that main man that does all the work, or main girl that does all the work, whichever. It's about what you place in there, and it will pay off. I can see you've got a great move, and it'll move you very fast. The directions you've got here are you're being pulled along, but it's a route you need to take that you could be pulled here and there. But what you've got to do is you've got to be in charge of your direction. So although you're looking up and things are, you choose the direction that you want. I see that the Queen of Wands is for you also. Now the Queen of Wands is using your education and nurturing, and also she loves children. So you Geminis, we've got children around you also, so you'll be spending a little bit of time with the younger ones. But again, even the younger Geminis want little children around them also, so there could be some plans for children to come in as well for the younger ones. I see the Knight of Swords, and we're battling away here with this because we're charging in. So although I started with your 5 battles, the little battles, you know, you're trying to race along this road far too quickly. Just slow down a little bit. Things will come on it come to you in the right time, because although work is there and it's looking up and we've got lots of choices, and we seem to have a lot going off in this next coming week, but we keep getting over them because the Judgment card is rising you there. But also the Knight of Swords says slow down, don't charge in, you could get yourself into a conflict. So don't go in because you've got opposite forces with the Chariot pulling in directions. So slow down a little bit, hold back, and don't be involved or get into anybody else's arguments. The burdens you'll carry along the road, if you need to lighten your load up. So although I'm charging here and you're rushing into everything, just slow down and work through things, or you'll find that you're heavily burdened. The Tower will come also to clear things and sort things out. So although the battles are definitely in the coming week, you've got to clear and sort out and build on solid foundations, because your ideas and even what you're ploughing into and what you're looking up to is going to be on a bit of a rocky surface. So clear things out first and sort things out before you do make any moves. The Queen of Pentacles is a generous queen who will put money in your lap. So significantly, you've got money coming into your lap there and sitting on it, but it's a generous, and you're going to be able to be generous with it. The money will be there to improve things as well, where property is concerned, because we've got a working property and we may have started some work in it, but it needs finishing and completing. So there'll be money there to complete projects that you've got as well, whether you're putting money into property or projects along there. Now I know that we've got my card at the side again. It brings me a 5. Now a 5 is always again a middle card, but it's also a card that relates to feeling a little bit lonely and left out sometimes. So although we've got arguments, we've got a little bit of everything happening for you in this coming week, but it's about you going along there, and you know, you to remember, as the King shows you the wands, is you lead, people follow you, but remember to don't isolate you or feel like you're left out sometimes of situations, because you will always get supported along this path. As difficult and as lonely sometimes it might be, people will follow you along there and keep you going and prop you up. I see the Devil is there, and it's a lot of a temptation around here, so whatever you're tempted in, be careful, because the devil will tempt you into anything if he gets his own way. And that's about being able to not get addicted. And I feel like you've got a lot of work ties here, but you've got a lot of things that's bogging you down, but you've got to break yourself free from this. So don't get addicted to work too much, and whatever it is, a direction is pulling you. Just be a bit wary there, because you can find that temptation's in your way. But you know, you've got to be prepared, because when I feel like the cards are very fast for you, because we've got the speed of the card that takes you on the journeys, but it's also, again, we could do with a little bit of time out for you, but it's about structure and things moving fast. So probably challenges you aren't expected coming in, even in work, is good. You've got a little bit of devils around you, and they're actually making you to run very quickly. So there's a lot of speedy week coming up, but also you will at times break free from your devil and move things quickly, but also your cups are there to turn you back. That means you could turn you back on situations after clearing them out. So there could be arguments and situations going off as well, where if you do, you'll turn your back and you'll want to go in another direction. So your emotions you put behind you, and this can be difficult at times when you're seeking something new. So we're clearing out the old and seeking, and we're going to go out there and we're going to seek, because this is what you're intending to do, seek the things that you want. And I know this won't resonate with everybody out there, Geminis, it'll only be for certain ones, but take out the reading what you can feel that is appropriate for you, leave the rest behind. But although I'm searching and I'm seeking in the following week, the card at the back's your major card to say you'll triumph up here, and you'll rise above all these situations, even as hard and as difficult as they seem right now. So I will leave that with you, Geminis. I hope you've enjoyed your reading, as difficult as it has sounded, but take from it what you can. As I said, if you do like it, please like and subscribe for me, or even leave me a comment, that's fine, and I'll be with you in the following week to post you another video. Thank you for listening.